for the Uranus rather than the Esmeralda. So we see this Esmeralda being hovered upon by Malaysia. So I guess for Myanmar, they are for the more tanky hero instead of the damage, because we all know that in terms of damage on the late game, it's going to be the Esmeralda over this Uranus. But for the delay of the early game, it's totally gonna be on the Uranus side. But guessing for Malaysia, they should get the Kufra maybe, or they will go for a double mage setup. So they're talking about the burst. They want to end this early. So for Myanmar, I guess they should go in for the tank, or maybe even their mid laner onto this one.
Yep. For sure, this is going to be Zorn's Farsa, no question. And again, back to the off-lane choice, right? It's the Esmeralda versus the Uranus. Uranus starts to do Uranus things much earlier than Esmeralda does Esmeralda things. So maybe that's what Myanmar was thinking here. They lost out on the early game in game 1. So they're like, you know what? We need to get back in this. Let's figure this out and go back to basics. Square one, fam. Uranus is a good pick. This is going to be the Kufra and the Tams. I was about to say the Tams is still open. What's going on? Now they close up their first phase with that. While Malaysia here, arguably picking up the only reliable tank left, because I think Hylos is much better in a specific lineup. Like, especially if you have like a marksman, then that's when Hylos comes into play. But yeah, the Atlas here, great pickup by Malaysia as we go into the second phase of banning.
It's actually a good Atlas for Malaysia, because they went in for the double mage setup, so the crowd control itself could actually hold while these two mages are bringing damage for Myanmar. Although for Malaysia, they should ban out maybe the Lancelot or even Carry for Myanmar onto this one, but it's gonna be the Louis. So for Myanmar, they're actually like lacking for the support. So Valier is actually open. They could go for that one if they want to negate the Vital Links or even the Falling Starman here of Myanmar. It's just that if they go in for this Valier, they should actually pick a hero that goes in for the DPS, or actually the finisher of the team fight.
And I like how Myanmar banned out the one hero that they should be picking up. I think Myanmar would have been better off with the Lancelot, again, based on how it counters the Atlas kit, right? Like, that would have been a good core, but now we're left with maybe that's tier 2 level of cores, right? Like, that's the last pick for Malaysia. And Myanmar here, who are their choices? Kimmy, Carry, Lancelot
Kimmy Carry, Lancelot was banned, or maybe Bruno. There are instances wherein these teams are actually picking Bruno regardless of what they're hovering for this Cyclops. So I'm not really sure if you are goes in for this one, but I guess Kimmy is a better choice for them together with Natalia. Kimmy is a good.
Yeah, it's going to be a mid Natalia, or at least a roaming Natalia. Haven't seen her in a while here in the Sea-Invitational. Now Malaysia, the ball is in their court. Which 4 do they pick up? And that's going to be good. I actually like the Hayabusa. There's no disturbance. Like, there's no one to get in the way. No, how do we say? No obstacles. There you go. No obstacles for the shadow kill. So as soon as they clear minions, it's fair game. Like, they can just go for the wipeout, and that's going to be a pickup. Yes.
Yeah, actually, imagine it's gonna be difficult for Kufra to go in for the engagement, because he needs to protect this Kimi whenever the Hayabusa comes in.
Yeah.
So that's
Hayabusa pick. And of course, the way that Zorn has been playing Farsa, especially from game 1. But nonetheless, Team Myanmar here has a chance to force a game 3, clutch it here in the lower bracket, fight for their tournament life. They deserve to be here just as much as Malaysia, and maybe even go for a rematch with Team Philippines. But nonetheless, here we go, game number 2. Chantal, I gotta say here, I do see that when it comes to pushing and like all around map mobility, I think Team Myanmar here has the advantage. Like, they can move around much faster. Look at this, DK up top, gonna be trying to get a first blood. Just short, possibly a few basic attacks, but they're the ones who are threatening. Yeah, they're the ones who are threatening the push strategy, especially with the Kimmy.
Yeah, actually for Team Myanmar, it's actually good lineup in terms of the third push. They have the Natalia for the information there for the team, so I guess they know where lanes they should be pushing. For Malaysia though, I've actually hyped the Hayabusa pick, but it's meant for the early game. Is if this Kini scales up on the latter part of the game, I guess it's gonna be Team Myanmar's game onto this one. But then again, we have YELLOWFLASH here together with the squad getting that orange buff against Team Malaysia. That's actually good objective or a negation of objective from them.
Oh, there you go. Almost missed it, but FEEKZ gets the first blood onto XAMXAMXAM nonetheless on that Uranus. I think Uranus found himself in the wrong neighborhood. He was trying to steal FEEKZ's buff, but FEEKZ took that the wrong way. FEEKZ was like, I'm not cool with that, but it looks like RUMPEL here might have bitten more than he could chew. Perfect match, not gonna help him out. Goes down, OZORAVEKI could only watch. As FEEKZ here goes in for a fight, he's not tough enough. He does not have Shadow Kill just yet. Oh! Bursted down by Royal Milk, pops the Inferno. Now XORN is up next. Gets into Wings by Wings, and now Royal Milk flickers in. He wants blood, and XORN able to run away. Can Royal Milk survive? No, he won't. RUMPEL gets it.
No, it was actually a bloody team fight for these teams. It went like for how many minutes just to get the kills from each one. But again, for Team Malaysia, we could see a DK running against them, but RUMPEL secures that kill for Team Malaysia. So far for Malaysia though, I guess for FEEKZ, he needs to avoid those kind of errors. He was actually safe earlier, but he comes in for another dive. He wants to kill other players, so that is going to be a bit of a problem for them, knowing that he is the hyper carry for Team Malaysia. But then again, we have the delay here. XAMXAMXAM is down by the hands of Lord ARTZ onto this Esmeralda, and the first turtle is now up for our team's Natalia for the mission, and actually getting a kill with that execute spell for him. Nice pickup there for DK.
Yep, DK found his mark and makes FEEKZ pay. He found FEEKZ at the perfect time. Like, FEEKZ had no escape. He was silenced, and now it looks like Lord ARTZ is in trouble. This is going to be YELLOWFLASH going for the maximum charge, barely taking a chunk off of Lord ARTZ's life. He gets to survive, but look at this now. Hold up, XORN here, caught out by HICCUP with the bouncing ball. Wings by Wings, out! And he survives.
What a nice actually escape there coming in from Team Malaysia. Although for this one, we could see Myanmar taking now objectives against Malaysia. So this was the story earlier for Team Malaysia. If they go in for the team fight, they will just go for the objectives. So far for Myanmar though, it's just them taking the objectives. After taking down the turret, they will take down this turtle. We have OZORAVEKI on that last Insanity Contract Inferno pop by Royal Mick. It's gonna be 2 versus 1. We have XORN for the backup, but here comes the Fatal Links though. Oh, here comes Royal Milk still alive.
He likes living on the edge. He survives right before the turtle takes Chantel. I gotta say, YELLOWFLASH, nice steal on the purple from FEEKZ. Like, FEEKZ clicked Retribution and was just short of that maximum charge. Man, Team Myanmar here up now 2,000 gold. They are back in it, I'd say. They're ahead for sure.
And actually for this one, we can see YELLOWFLASH being top in terms of gold, so that is a good factor for them. But here comes an off-cam kill. Actually, Farsa killing that Natalia. I guess for Malaysia, they need to stop this Natalia and bring about information from Myanmar, or else it will be really difficult for them. So far from Myanmar, they will take down another turret against Malaysia. We have RUMPEL running low for his life, and he's gonna back down. And again, for Myanmar, it's all about objectives. Malaysia, yes, they're up in terms of hero kills here, but Myanmar just taking down turrets against Malaysia. This was the story earlier. This was what Malaysia has done against Myanmar. We are seeing right now Myanmar giving Malaysia the taste of their own medicine.
Oh, for sure. Now Myanmar showing us exactly how potent a push Kimi could be. Again, no kills, 0-0-1, a single assist, but 5 minutes, 6 minutes almost in, Malaysia is running low on turrets. Now, this is a fight waiting to happen. Now bottom, HICCUP comes in. There you go, Tyrant's Rage pushing in. RUMPEL, no tank for Malaysia right now. and there's not much they can do here to protect even their own buff. But let's see, can YELLOWFLASH steal this again? Oh, I think he will.
Yeah, it's just a DPS. I'm guessing for Team Myanmar right now. This Kimi is really on a rampage. He's now at level 11. YELLOWFLASH now at level 11. He has the Purify if ever this Atlas comes in for the team fight. But then again, Turtle has been actually stolen here by Myanmar. We have the Fatal Links though. Here comes the damage for Team Myanmar. And Malaysia just backs away. They are sure that YELLOWFLASH has the damage already, so it's not safe for them to actually go on for the team fight. FEEKZ being chased there by the Natalia and actually being taken by this turret of Myanmar.
Smart. He denied himself like to give Myanmar no gold. All right, so good move here for Team Malaysia, but Team Myanmar, they are just pressuring Malaysia. I haven't seen Rumpel do anything good this match just yet. Like, nothing spectacular. That Fatal Link's almost in the upper half of their jungle. Almost. But again, FEEKZ was too low to engage. So, man, Team Malaysia here, they are on the ropes. 4,000 gold down.
Yeah, that is actually dangerous for Team Malaysia, knowing that this is a hyper carry assassin for them. They want this Hayabusa to go on for the kills, but then again we have Royal Milk being thrown here in the turret and actually being taken by OZORAVEKI with his export. We have this Blade of Heptasis though for DK, a lot of damage here. He has the execute. We saw that earlier. He actually killed a player for Team Malaysia that is alone. So for Malaysia, just like what I've been saying earlier, they need this Natalia to be down if they want to go for the team fight, or else Myanmar has all the information against them.
Yep. Again, DK here, he sets the pace. Like, he tells you whether or not you can cast your spells. He tells you where the fight's gonna happen, because he has, again, uncontested vision. Very few things in this game just yet can pop DK or Natalia out of hiding. And yeah, again, that Natalia also goes towards pushing. Like, look at that. He's able to clear the wave with no punish at all. And again, YELLOWFLASH is keeping FEEKZ hungry. Not another buff. Again, purple for FEEKZ. And I think his orange even is in contest. So this Hayabusa is anorexic. This Hayabusa is just having trouble. This Hayabusa is sick. He's ill. And not in a good way.
Yep. For FX here, he actually doesn't have that farming side. We can see Myanmar taking a majority of their jungle here against Malaysia. And so far for Myanmar, what's good about this lineup is they actually have this 3 frontliners, the Thams, the Kufra, and even this Uranus. So that there alone, it just goes in for the free hit. And again, DK secure a kill for Team Myanmar here on the bottom lane side. It's gonna be 5-6 for the score. Yeah, the feathered airstrike XORN is actually exposed. So I guess for Myanmar, this is a perfect timing for them to make this map of Malaysia really small.
Yeah, and did you see how Lord ARTZ just had no fight at all? Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is an Esmeralda, but they made him seem like a marksman, right? There was nothing he could have done. Barely a Frost Moon Dance. And now it looks like the immortality is going to get popped here for the X-Borg. And he barely survives. Flickering out is OZORAVEKI. And down goes the turret. And now they are going to go for the penetrate. This is the siege by Team Myanmar.
Actually, have you seen the ultimate earlier of YELLOWFLASH? This is actually more than the half of the damage or the health here of XORN. But then again, we have OZORAVEKI being killed here by YELLOWFLASH. The damage is just there for Team Myanmar. We can see the DPS, the ultimates. We have the Falling Stormer here for Lord ARTZ. The damage is not enough to kill a player, even a single player for Team Myanmar. Here comes HICCUP with the bouncing ball. Lord ARTZ is down with the hands of this Kimi. And just like we've been saying, this Kimi is already on a snowball.
Yo, YELLOWFLASH hitting everyone with a Chidori or just whatever that is, the maximum charge. It's over, clearing minion waves, clearing heroes even. And at this point, Chantel, it's so hard for me to find the comeback because Team Myanmar, I think they know what they need to do here. Oh, but wait, FEEKZ with the shadow kill. Royal Milk pops the Conquered Inferno. Down goes Rumpel. And just like that, the turn is successful for Team Myanmar. You thought you got Royal Milk, but you had no idea. Up top, it looks like FEEKZ has to retreat, and they are going to try to penetrate both mid and top at the same time. FEEKZ, oh, scared in his own base. There it is, mid goes down, up top might be next. In goes DK, the jump by the Kufra, successfully catching two. Double for YELLOWFLASH here. Down goes OZORAVEKI, as well as Lord ARTZ. This third up top not gonna survive. Royal Milk barely again, living on the edge. And now the siege of a lifetime. This reminds me of game number 1 of the first series today.
Oh, actually, YELLOWFLASH getting a kill for Team Myanmar. We have XORN left here for Malaysia to defend this space. And again, it's gonna be a 1-1 for a second series for today. Myanmar win against Malaysia on this game number 2.
Team Myanmar really wants to stay in this, and you